In Gatwick, officers arrest a drug smuggler after making a painful discovery.
It's what we would call a stuffer's package, which would be put up somebody's backside, probably.
Not scared of customs officers, are you?
Officers stop a man travelling with a boy, and it turns out he's not the father.
So you've been asked to take this child back to its mum.
And smug answers don't wash with border officers in Manchester.
Don't insult my intelligence, mate. On your best day, you're not as good as me on my worst day.
During a routine passenger search, UK border officers have found a package that looks like it could contain drugs. The passenger has been arrested.
The lady came off the Montego Bay flight and she was intercepted by one of our officers. Upon searching her bag, he found a package which we believed to contain cocaine. Took her to a search room. Whilst the package was being tested, the package tested positive for cocaine.
Knowing she's been caught red-handed, the woman confesses to other packages of drugs hidden under her clothes.
Right. This is what was found in the back of the suitcase. It's what we would call a stuffer's package, which would be put up somebody's backside, probably. But that was found in the bag, and that was what we decided made it a job. And then during the ship search, we found this, which is all full of cocaine, attached to her waist.
The audacious smuggling attempt also involved some highly modified underwear.
Just a little body packer's suit filled with cocaine.
It's a massive amount of drugs for one person to be carrying.
Nearly 2.5 kilos of coke on the body.
The seizure demonstrates the officer's skill in identifying smugglers.
Just stopped just to ask her a few questions. No real reason to stop her over anybody else. Historically, we tend to get more cannabis than we do cocaine on the flight. So she obviously saw her opportunity, knowing what she had on her person, and just waltzed through the channels. Unfortunately for her, she was stopped. Are we cuffing?
Suddenly realising how much trouble she's in, the woman goes into shock.
Right, no more jumping around, OK? Stand up straight. Yeah? You're going to walk with me? You're going to walk?
You're going to behave yourself.
I know it's hard, but you just need to...
The woman is taken to a holding bay for further questioning. Officers will need to be extra vigilant to ensure that she doesn't try to harm herself again. In Manchester, officers have received a call for backup from the other terminal. A passenger's fruit has given a massive hit for Class A drugs.
We've just been called over to Terminal 3. There's a lady, I believe, travelling from Barbados. Is it via Gatwick, Gary? Or Heathrow? It's on one of the shuttles. We believe they've found cocaine in yams. So we're just coming over to see what's going on.
Cocaine can be hidden anywhere. And with a street value of £50,000 per kilo, smugglers will go to extraordinary lengths to avoid detection.
Yams. Have you x-rayed them?
I've x-rayed them, just a bulky mass.
Right.
You couldn't tell from the x-ray whatsoever.
The initial trace was off the scale, but Border Officer Liz thinks it may be a false alarm.
OK, we're not sure we've actually got anything. The officer spiked one of the yams and he's got a really high reading for cocaine off the machine there, but it's possible just contamination on the spike. So we're just going to cut right into these. We've had it in mangoes, coconuts, pineapples. Looks like there's nothing in these though, unfortunately.
Investigating further, the officers discover more potentially incriminating details. The woman's passport is brand new and her ticket was paid for in cash.
Is someone meeting her?
Her mum says she's
yeah. I mean, if you want to put stab vests on, yeah, and go and have a word and just verify a story, there's no harm there.
Still suspicious, the officers decide to investigate the woman's claim she's being met by her mother.
Obviously, for our protection, we need to have body armour on in case, if it is a drugs job, people who are meeting will obviously be looking for those drugs and be rather upset. So you need to be armoured up.
Just going to take your shoes for a second. That's yours as well.
Officers continue to carry out further tests for drugs.
Go ahead. When someone's got an internal concealment for drugs, their sweat comes out onto the shoes and the drugs shows in the sweat. So it's an indication that they might have something. They could have taken something, but it gives us grounds to do an internal body scan or something like that. It's come back negative, so there's no trace on the shoes.
The woman's ordeal continues as the team carry out more drug tests on the baggage.
But she's not really got many clothes or anything for a month's stay. It's that bag as well, that's a bag Constellation that a while ago we had a lot of seizures in.
A radio message comes through from the officers sent to meet the woman's mother.
No, there's no one out there waiting for her.
Yes, yes.
It's very strange though that a mum's not waiting for her outside, but you know, that in itself is not enough, is it?
So she might have been delayed.
With no sign of the mother, the woman remains under arrest until the officers can prove that she's telling the truth. In Gatwick, the woman found carrying 2.5 kilos of cocaine has been transported to the custody cells.
You okay?
Keep walking forward. Have you got anything inside you that's hurting? No?
No.
Okay, do you want to come forward? Do you want to take a
Having
seat for
tried
me?
to harm herself, officers have handcuffed the woman for her own protection.
If the officer takes you, I understand you were banging your head upstairs. If the officer takes your cuffs off, you promise me not to do that here, yeah?
Just move this way.
I don't want you damaged. I'm here to look after your welfare and your rights and your health. I don't want you damaging yourself while you're here. Right.
Put your hands up for me.
So this lady's arrived from Montego Bay this morning. Search of the hand baggage revealed a cylindrical package. Cut was made in the package, which revealed a white paste.
How old are you? Sorry, can't hear you. Have you also swallowed? I need to know from a health and safety point of view. If you have, it's a danger to yourself.
I don't take drugs.
Okay. So you haven't swallowed anything as well? Okay, that's good.
Having found a substantial amount of cocaine on her person, officers must make sure
What it
she's
is
not
it's
carrying
just going to be
drugs
another search.
anywhere else.
And then there's the hairpiece.
All right. I didn't even notice that was up. Happy with what's in that, yeah?
Yeah, I searched it already. When we told her that we were going to take her to custody and put her into a cell, she started slapping her own face and banging her head on the table, which is obviously not a good sign. So myself and another officer ran into the room and restrained her and applied some handcuffs. We now have to watch her because of her behaviour, and you know, we have to be extra alert, not knowing how she's going to react when she gets locked into a cell, how she's going to act when she's on her own, if she's going to try and harm herself. I do feel sorry for them sometimes because you wonder what it takes for them to actually do something like this. Yeah, just that amount on the person, 2.5 kilos is a lot to have. It's quite greedy.
Having already shown signs that she's prepared to self-harm, officers must ensure that nothing further happens to her whilst in their custody.
Because of that sort of thing, she might try and top herself, so we have to watch them on camera.
And she'll have to get used to being locked up. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison. In Manchester, officers are discussing the woman arrested on suspicion of smuggling cocaine in yams.
I don't really think I've got enough to do any further.
I don't think you've got enough to go any further, to be honest with you. But obviously the reason you arrested her in the first place is because you thought you had drugs in the yams. Now if you haven't...
To an arrest.
Well, yeah. But wait for Gary to come back in and see what Gary says, because obviously he's in charge, but I would say you haven't really got enough.
No.
Officer Gary radios through to say he's finally met the woman's mother outside.
All right, okay.
Having found no further evidence of cocaine, officers accept their false readings must have come from using a contaminated knife.
We've looked in your bags, we've looked further, and in further investigation looking into the yams and stuff, there isn't anything in there. We've made a mistake. When we tested it, it's given a false reading on our machine, so there isn't anything in there. So you're no longer under arrest. And I want to apologise for keeping you, but thank you for your patience anyway, and you can relax now, okay? So we're going to repack all your bags, and then we'll let you go outside, all right? Okay, and hopefully you'll enjoy your holiday here.
Whilst it's been an unnecessary ordeal for the woman, it shows that Class A drug hits must be investigated properly to ensure only guilty smugglers end up behind
Go through
bars.
this way, that's the way out. Okay, just keep going through. Thank you.
It's a quiet afternoon at Manchester Airport. A flight from Sweden has just landed, and UK border officers have caught a suspected cigarette smuggler walking through baggage reclaim.
We've got three big suitcases full of ciggies. So we're going to have to come down. They're all going to need these Latvian, I think. We have to come down. We're going to have it looks like they're all loose in that, so we're going to have to count them.
Do you speak English? Don't mess around. A bit, yeah. You can see you speak enough English to smuggle cigarettes. Right, what flight are you on?
You get a ticket?
Stockholm flight. What carousel were you on? This carousel?
The man started his journey in Estonia, a known source country for cheap cigarettes.
Just noticed this guy leaving, and they're all full.
Happy days.
Where'd you come from? Sweden. We started his journey in Estonia. And when did you fly back to Estonia?
No.
Hmm?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
No. Sometime.
You must have a ticket to go back to Estonia.
Yes, I know.
Well, when is it?
I don't have it yet.
You haven't been given it yet?
I haven't bought it yet.
No, what day are you flying back to Estonia?
I haven't decided yet.
Right, in here.
Seasoned Officer Gary isn't amused by the man's vague answers.
I've just come outside and saw this guy wandering around outside looking for the exit. And when I looked at his bags, they look quite square. So when I went over to speak to him, he told me he was from Estonia, which is a place where a lot of people bring cigarettes in from. When I felt the bag, they were rock hard, which suggests to us that they're full of cigarettes. And they are.
Happy days.
So how many times have you been to the UK?
A few.
How many?
The man's failure to answer simple questions is starting to annoy Gary.
Look, let's start from the beginning. Don't play stupid, right?
What do you mean?
Don't pretend that you don't know how many times you've been to the UK. You do know. Is it once, twice, 3 times, 10 times?
3 or 4.
Well, that's fine. Then that's the answer.
I don't remember exactly.
What do you mean you don't remember? When was the last time you came here? Long time ago. When? I can go in and check the airlines, so you either tell me the truth or I'll find out.
I tell you, maybe a couple of months.
Right. And on that occasion, you had cigarettes as well?
No.
No.
As officers uncover more and more cigarettes, it looks like it could be their biggest seizure ever. At Gatwick Airport, passengers are preparing to board a flight to Ghana. The UK border officers' cash team is using specially trained sniffer dogs to search out large amounts of money, which could have links to organised crime.
Okay, you're not scared of customs officers, are you? Sorry? You're not scared of customs officers? This ticket, did you buy this yourself?
No, my sponsor.
You who?
My sponsor bought it for
Your sponsor?
In Ghana.
In Ghana.
As well as looking for large sums of cash, officers are on the lookout for drugs and to check the immigration status of passengers.
Hello. Do you carry any cash with you today?
Yeah.
Are you done, show us how much you have with you?
I think it's 1,000. I'm going to give it to his mom.
Yeah, how much do you have? That's the question I asked. Money.
1,050.
Any more?
Any more cash?
Any
And
more
then
cash?
my personal cash.
How much do you have in total?
Roughly, let's say about 400. My personal cash.
Okay. Thank you.
The man's answers are not entirely convincing for Senior Officer Paul.
Hello, it's just two of you travelling.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just have a quick word with you.
Okay.
No, you got your hands full there. You told the officer when the dog indicated you had £400 in personal cash.
Yeah.
Are you carrying any cash for anybody else at all?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm his mom.
How much have you got in total?
1,050.
Could you show me that, please?
Yes.
Is there any more cash in the baggage here?
No.
So, who does the child belong to? Is it your son? Is this
No,
yours?
it's a friend of friend.
So you've been asked to take this child
Yes,
back to its mum?
to its mum.
Okay, hold on a second.
The man's story rings alarm bells for Paul.
How much do you have?
I need your help in a minute.
Okay.
What's your relationship?
As a family friend.
And where's the father at the moment?
The father is at the airport.
At the airport.
Yes.
He's not flying though.
No, he's not flying.
This gentleman's taken a child out that's not his.
Right.
With the flight due to leave in 20 minutes, officers have a
I'll leave
race
that with
against
you.
time
Yeah,
to
fine.
verify
Thank
the
you.
man's story.
So, where does the child normally live? In Ghana or in the UK?
This is my first time here. I came to meet him here.
Right.
And we go to check together. And he asked me if I can do him a favor and take his son to Ghana. But the dad is at the airport.
So the parents live in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay, right. What we've got a situation where a gentleman is travelling out with a small boy. He's not related to the child. So I'm going to try and make some inquiries with the parents to check where the child normally lives. The child appears to have been here about a year on a visit visa, which is possibly longer than we would expect on that type of visa. So I want to know what the immigration status of the parents is as well, really.
With passengers starting to board the plane, a decision must be made imminently about whether the man and the child will be leaving the
Do you know what the
country.
full number is?
In Manchester, officers are still counting the thousands of cigarettes intercepted from an Estonian smuggler.
So who are you meeting outside?
Nobody.
Who are you giving these cigarettes to?
Somebody.
Yeah, who? Don't you know his name?
I don't know. I just bring it here
And he will take them off you outside?
no.
Where'd you have?
Me, myself.
Where'd you have to go to hand them over? Manchester?
Maybe London.
London?
Maybe. It's not the point where.
No, it is to me. It may not be to you, but I'm asking you, where do you take the cigarette? If you don't know, don't they tell you where the cigarettes are going?
Who they?
Well, you're not doing this on your own, are you? It's obviously a gang.
Why? Why I cannot be myself?
Don't insult my intelligence, mate. Right? On your best day, you're not as good as me on my worst day. Right, so either say nothing, don't give me any rubbish. I know what's going on here. Right?
It takes 3 officers to count the enormous haul of cigarettes.
Total count is 46,560.
It's a huge seizure of cigarettes with a street value of more than £20,000.
As you're probably aware, all these cigarettes are going to be seized. Do you understand that? And all the bags that they were carried in are going to be seized, right?
Why back?
Because I said so. Right, what I'm doing now, I'm getting you a receipt for the cigarettes, right? I'm going to give you a receipt. I'm going to give you a warning letter, because next time you will be arrested. Do you understand that? You come in here with all these cigarettes again, I will arrest you. Understand? Okay? There's the door.
With no previous convictions, the man is allowed to go free, but next time he'll end up behind bars.
They try and think that they can say whatever they want to say. No, at the end of the day, we will arrest these people. I just don't like the idea that they can just be so blasé about it all, as if we can't do anything about it. Well, we will.
At Gatwick Airport, officers have just minutes to decide whether a child will be allowed to leave for Ghana with a man who isn't his father.
Right. I've just checked the status of the mother and the father. The father appears to be in the UK on some sort of permit.
If you hold the line 1 second, put the father on the phone.
Hello, sir. Hi, I understand you're the child's father. Right, yeah, and you've given a covering letter for Mr. Bonsu to travel with the child. Okay. Can you just confirm to me, sir, what's your own immigration status in the UK? How long have you got your visa for? Do you know when they rejected that application? When would that be, roughly?
You can understand the reasons why we need to make sure.
Maybe you don't want me kidnap somebody's son.
Exactly, that's the reason. Particularly with children.
Yeah.
And have you made any application for the child to be in the UK as a resident?
As the final call is made for all remaining passengers, officers must quickly make a decision.
You right there, Jane?
Yeah, I've spoken to the father and I've done some checks with our own database and he's able to verify some of what's on there, so I'm happy that he is the father.
Right.
So
they're going to allow travel?
Yeah. I'm endorsing the passports with their departure date, well, with the child's anyway, because he's been here too long on the wrong visa, basically. But the checks confirm our records, so yeah, I'm going to allow them to travel. Better get them on their way, though. Okay, I spoke to the father and he's verified most of my checks, so that's fine. Okay, there you go. Cheers then, thank you.
Although under pressure, the officers are happy they've made the right decision.
I was very aware that the clock's ticking and you've got to make a decision, you know, whether to offload them and make a whole load more inquiries, but yeah, I think I wrapped it up just in time. Go on.
Vigilant officers have been using sniffer dogs to assess luggage from the flight, and they've identified a brown suitcase which they suspect contains illegal drugs. In the immigration hall, passengers are being observed as they come off the flight. One man with a white jacket and red shirt has been seen to be acting very nervously. As he waits at the luggage carousel for his suitcase, he appears to be getting more and more anxious. He spots the brown suitcase that's suspected of containing drugs, goes to pick it up, but quickly leaves it on the belt. As the brown suitcase comes past again, the man stares at it intently and seems unsure about whether to pick it up. He later leaves with someone else's red suitcase. But as he passes through the customs channels, he's stopped to answer a few questions.
Did you pay for your ticket yourself? I see, right, okay. Where are you off to from here? Croydon. Okay. This is your bag? This is your only bag? Yeah?
The officer checks the luggage tag with the man's travel ticket, which prompts him to have a change of heart.
This is your bag, huh? Do you know where your bag is?
The man is escorted back to the baggage hall to look for his real suitcase, but it's already been found. It's the same brown suitcase he was staring at on the carousel, and which is thought to contain drugs.
Okay, right, the time is now 11:26, okay, and we're just being involved in the importation of controlled drugs.
He's led away to a private interview room for further questioning.
George, can you take some details just in that, and then we'll get rid of that, I think. I'm sure it's got nothing to do with him.
I think it's a female's name.
Officers look inside the red suitcase to see who it might belong to.
I think he realised that people were sort of onto him possibly, and so what he's done is he's just picked up a random bag. He's taken the tags off of the bag, which associates him to the other bag, and then he's just picked up this bag to walk through customs.
With the red suitcase on its way back to its rightful owner, officers can now concentrate on the contents of the man's real bag, which they strongly suspect contains illegal drugs. He's led away to the airport's custody suite, where the contents of his suitcase can be formally assessed. At Gatwick's South Terminal, passengers have just landed from Madrid. In the immigration hall, officers are looking out for any signs of suspicious behavior. Passengers who appear nervous will be pulled over in the customs channels. Officers will then check to ensure they're not carrying anything illegal. A Brazilian passenger from the Madrid flight has been spotted sweating profusely, so officers take him aside to search his suitcase.
Basically, he came through immigration. It was the usual sort of nervous, didn't really answer immigration's questions and that lot.
And how long are you going to be in the UK?
No, I'm leaving tonight.
Okay, going back to Brazil?
Yes, back to Brazil.
And you've travelled all over Europe, is that what?
I don't understand.
On this trip,
Okay.
you've been to lots of places, yes?
Yes, Barcelona, Madrid, Istanbul, and London.
Do you want to sit down? Because you look like you're about to fall down.
No, that's okay.
You're okay. All right, so I understand from listening to you in immigration that it was a business trip.
Okay, yes, it is.
Is that right?
Yes, I was with my representatives here and in Istanbul, Barcelona, and Madrid.
Just for meetings or
Yes,
what?
meetings, and of course some tourism too, okay? I don't know why I'm nervous. It's just because it never happened to me to be so questioned like as this time. Yes.
But you attend meetings all the time, yeah, for your
Yes.
job? So you must be familiar with travelling
Yes,
and being
yes.
questioned by people?
Yes,
Yeah?
I
So
don't know.
why is it a problem now?
No reason for.
Okay. Calm down.
The man's anxiety leads the officer to doubt his story, so his bags will be thoroughly searched for any illicit items. Officer Fitz assists by swab testing his possessions to see if he's come into contact with any drugs. The swab is then taken for analysis using a machine that can detect even the tiniest traces.
Nothing on the iron trap.
This time, the swab test is clear, but the man's nervous behavior is still alarming. His suitcase is x-rayed to check for unlawful concealments.
It's just like, why would you be that nervous? I'm not that scary.
Was it his first time?
He's a regular traveller.
No, it's fine.
Nothing is found in his belongings, but officers want to check he's not hiding anything on his body.
Just a rub-down search. You understand?
I don't understand.
All right. I'm going to ask 2 male officers to take you to a private room and give you a rub-down search. Like you go, when you go through security and you get patted down.
No problem.
Yeah?
One way or another, they'll find out why he's so nervous.
With you, yeah?
I pack it.
At Gatwick's custody suite, the man who's been arrested on suspicion of importing a suitcase full of illegal drugs is being checked in. The brown suitcase he tried to ditch in the baggage hall is taken away to be examined.
The whole bag together was 29 kilos. Now there is some stuff in there, but I would think that there's probably approximately 20 kilos of cannabis here.
8 blocks of what looks like herbal cannabis are pulled from the man's case. It's no wonder he was keen to avoid being caught.
Sit yourself down. All right, just need to take your shoes and...
The man is held in a cell whilst the packages of drugs are weighed.
16 kilos, 16.078.
I had to cut every one of this. It looks like it is herbal cannabis. I mean, as soon as you cut into it, there's a quite a strong pungent smell. I mean, it's actually surrounding the whole room now. But I had to check all of them because sometimes they have mixed cocaine with cannabis.
A field test is done to confirm the substance definitely is herbal cannabis.
The positive indication should be a kind of like a reddish colour. See, there we go. That's a positive indication for herbal cannabis.
With a street value of more than £45,000, it's an excellent result for the officers. All the man can do now is await his fate. In the airport's south terminal, the man whose nervous behaviour and profuse sweating has aroused suspicion is being taken for a body search.
Okay, if you just put your bags up onto the bench for me, yeah. Yeah, just put the bags there. And if you just want to take a seat over on the far end.
I'm very nervous. I don't know why.
Very nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
Despite his nerves, the man consents to the search.
Yeah, next one. That's great, that's fine.
Okay.
His shoes are removed so they can be swab tested for any traces of drugs.
If he's got drugs internally, then he'll sweat and it will come out. The sweat partly will be in the shoes. So if this tests positive, then he's either used or he's swallowed.
Once again, the swab is clear, but Officer Fitz has uncovered some revealing secrets.
Yeah, he did actually admit that he's actually quite nervous. I sort of like, yeah. I mean, he had quite a few pills in his little small holdall. So obviously there was one for sort of like for mare sickness, and there's like these other blue pills. So I said, "Oh, what are these?" And he's like,
The man confesses to have recently taken Viagra, which may explain his nervous behaviour.
This sort of thing hasn't happened to him before since he's been travelling for so long. So I think he's just very nervous that he's had to go through all the security appearances. So, but apart from that, he was such a nice chap. Okay, then, sir. Okay. Here's your shoes. Yep, no problem. Want to put those back on?
With all the searches now complete and the reasons for the man's anxiety exposed, he's now free to continue his onward journey.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
At Gatwick Airport, the UK Border Agency have a duty of care to assess all passengers and items entering the country. Each year, officers have to check thousands of tons of freight passing through the airport.
Right, here you go. This looks like the one.
Today, Officer Sarah is in the cargo holding area after being asked to check a large number of packages that have just come in from the Far East.
What we've got here is a consignment that's originated in from Hong Kong. It's marked up as clothing accessories, so we've just come over to have a closer look to see what's inside here. What we've got is what looks like large spools here, which look like there's some kind of braiding. Oh. If you open up the plastic, there's quite a strong smell of tobacco coming out of here. Yeah, it smells quite strong.
With suspicions aroused, there's only one way to find out what's inside.
Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go.
If each of the reels is filled with tobacco, it will be a concealment worth many thousands of pounds.
This consignment is marked originally from Hong Kong, where tobacco, loose tobacco, is obviously a lot cheaper than here in the UK. Duty levels are quite high, and there's a huge black market in smuggled tobacco. And this consignment here is about 130 boxes.
The reels of tobacco are taken away to be weighed. Officers need to work out how much they found before investigating where it's come from.
There's three reels here, 40 kilos. If you take off the cardboard and the string, it's probably about 10 kilos, I'd estimate, in each bale.
The unpaid duty for 10 kilos of loose tobacco is worth £1,600.
Okay, 10 kilos. It is a huge amount of effort, but considering the amount of money that these gangs are going to make, for them it's obviously worth going to this effort.
In addition to the risk of smoking, there could be additional products in this tobacco which are even worse for your health than the usual nicotine and tar.
With the haul weighing over 650 kilos, the lost revenue to the tax system would have been over £100,000. It's the biggest ever seizure of loose tobacco at Gatwick.
It's just a routine examination by the guys, and obviously very good work in picking this up.
In Gatwick's South Terminal, a flight has just landed from Tripoli in Libya. As passengers make their way through baggage reclaim, Officer Helen and sniffer dog Bren are checking passengers for the presence of drugs. A lone female passing through customs is of great interest to Bren, so she stopped for further checks by Officer Hazel.
Okay, you can come with me. Come on, bring your bags around here for me.
Almost immediately, the woman's story seems unconvincing.
So where will you stay in England? Whereabouts in Bristol? You don't know? Do you have anybody meeting you here at Gatwick? Who's meeting you?
A friend.
You just said you don't have any friends or family in England.
I don't have anything, but I just called him.
The woman's story keeps changing, which is giving Hazel cause for concern.
I'm just going to go and speak to my colleague, OK? If you stay here, just finish repacking your bag. Can I have a search on this girl, please? When I asked her if she had friends or family in England, first of all, she said no. And then she said that she'd called somebody here and that they were going to meet her at the airport. She's got £900. She's really nervous, but she hasn't got a proper address.
Coupled with the sniffer dog indication, Hazel is convinced there's more to the woman than meets the eye.
She's so nervous. She's only got £900, so I'm going to get her... Well, I'm going to do the search of person and see if she's got anything. Right, OK. Because the dog was sniffing at you, he's a drug detector dog. So I need to make sure that you're not carrying any drugs on you or in you, OK? All right, myself and my colleague are going to do a search of your person, OK? It has been authorised by your senior colleague. All right, do your bag up, first of all. OK, if you bring your bag and follow me. Go into the room for me. Just go in, take a seat. OK, can you just check that there's nothing on the floor? Nothing's been left in here, has it? Well, I just need you to sign there to say that you're OK to be searched.
The officers find nothing during the search, but due to the dog indication, Hazel decides to do one more test.
OK, we have a machine here that x-rays you to make sure that you've not got anything inside of you, OK? The machine's just in the hall there, so it won't take very long at all.
If the woman is smuggling drugs internally, officers will know in a matter of minutes. It's the middle of the afternoon, and a flight has just come in from Moldova. Being outside the European Union, passengers have a strict cigarette allowance of just 200. In the baggage reclaim area, officers are closely monitoring a Moldovan passenger who has a prior history for smuggling cigarettes. As he heads through the green customs channel, Officer Fitz pulls him over for further questioning.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi, where are you running from today?
From Chisinau. Chisinau.
Chisinau.
Yes.
Travelling on your own?
Sorry?
Travelling on your own? Are you travelling on your own?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Come here for a minute. How long have you been away for?
1 month.
1 month? And what was your purpose of your visit? Holiday?
No holiday.
Just holiday?
No holiday.
Right.
I live here and come back my country.
Right. So you've been away on holiday?
Yes.
Right. Are you aware of your customs allowances? 1 carton of cigarettes, litre of spirits, and goods up to £390 worth. Yeah? And none of those items at all? Okay. Well, I'll have a look in there. It's all right, I'll have a look. All right, move this over here.
With the man's previous history for smuggling cigarettes, Fitz knows not to take him at his word. And straight away, he finds a 200 pack of cigarettes. If the passenger's carrying any more, he'll have breached his allowance. A little deeper in the case, Fitz stumbles across a brown chocolate box, which is clearly being used to hide packs of cigarettes. As the box is opened, individual packs of cigarettes are found concealed within drawers. The man is way over his allowance, and he knows it.
Just for yourself? Why you put them in here for? Why have you put them in here? Basically, you were trying to hide them, weren't you?
I just put it.
Sorry?
I just put it. No, not for this.
I know they're for yourself, but you tried to hide them from me, didn't you?
I didn't know that this is a problem.
All right, then, well, just ask me this question. Have you ever been stopped by customs before?
Huh?
Have you ever been stopped by customs before?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously you should know them by now, shouldn't you? This is a seizure notice that say that I'm seizing 800 cigarettes from you. So I need your signature there, full name and date.
Lies and deceit are a challenge faced by officers every day.
This is a warning letter. If it happens again, it might be taken further, all right?
All of the man's cigarettes are seized once again. Fitz provides him with a guidance leaflet about his customs allowances.
Right? You've got it? Oh, you've got it. So you know then, do you? All right.
With all pretense dropped, the man is free to go. 800 cigarettes lighter. In one of Gatwick Airport's X-ray suites, a woman who's flown in from Libya has been taken for a full body scan.
390, thank you. You said you don't have an address to stay at in England? But you don't know where you're sleeping tonight? Okay. Right, okay, this is consent for X-ray examination, okay. Thank you.
The woman confirms she's happy to do the X-ray voluntarily.
Okay, what I need you to do is breathe in now. When the belt starts to move, breathe out slowly, okay?
With a suspicious and inconsistent story, there's good reason to put her through the X-ray. But finding nothing out of the ordinary, the woman is no longer suspected of importing illegal drugs. She's escorted back into the terminal. Despite no evidence for drugs, her reasons for being in the UK are still doubtful, so officers in immigration will investigate her story further.
Brought her back to immigration because I believe she's here to work. But it's out of my hands now. It's down to my immigration colleagues to decide what they do with her. Well, listen, I'm going to leave it with the immigration officers, OK? From a customs point of view, we're happy that you don't have anything you shouldn't have, OK? If you just take a seat, the immigration officers will be with you soon, OK? Just sit down, all right?
The woman was later interviewed by UK border agency officers working in immigration. She was eventually allowed to enter the UK on her student visa.